Do you ever wonder what your NFL team is going to do this next Thursday when the NFL draft comes? Well, I got your answer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my 2024 NFL mock draft 1.0. I never do these. We'll do next week for 2.0. Before the NFL draft. So let's get started with the first overall pick in the NFL draft. The Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams. This is a no-brainer pick. They traded Justin Fields to the Pittsburgh Steelers for nothing at this point. They're all in on Caleb Williams unless the team comes out of nowhere, gives them a bunch of picks for it. But at this point, it's kind of 100% guaranteed that Caleb Williams will be a Chicago Bear. With the second overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Jaden Daniels, quarterback LSU. Jaden Daniels had a terrific Heisman Trophy season. He wasn't the greatest, I will say, as an LSU Tigers fan. He was good, don't get me wrong, he definitely deserves the Heisman Trophy. But I wouldn't really take him at number 2. He definitely has his flaws. But I'm excited to see what he can do with the Commanders. With the third overall pick, the New England Patriots select quarterback Drake May. They've been talking about Drake May back and forth for a couple weeks now. They've also been talking with J.J. McCarthy from Michigan. So it's going to be interesting to see where Drake May lands up, but I got him landing in New England. You know, they shipped off Mac Jones to the Jaguars for a 5th round pick. You kind of obvious they're taking a QB at this position. With the number 4 overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals. I'm back with the 4th overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. The Arizona Cardinals select Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver, Ohio State. I wouldn't be surprised if they go McClay Neighbors here. You know, both are very good wide receivers, but I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is probably going to be the first non-QB off the board. Very excited to see what he can do in the NFL. I'm a personal fan of him. Not a fan of Ohio State. I dislike them as much. But I don't know. With the 5th overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the LA Chargers select Mikael Neighbors, wide receiver LSU. Give Justin Herbert another weapon. They lost Keenan Allen. Kind of need your big star wide receiver as quarterback Justin Herbert. You have another weapon. With the 6th overall pick, the New York Giants select Joe Alt, tackle Notre Dame. I could see them taking a QB, J.J. McCarthy, if he's still at number 6, what I think he will be. Bo Nix, maybe, Michael Penix Jr. I don't know, but I think they're going to rock with Daniel Jones for another year, even though I think it's a bad decision. But I'm not the Giants. So, with the 7th overall pick, the Tennessee Titans select Rome Odunze. I definitely butchered that name. Wide receiver Washington. Give Will Levis another weapon, and because he already got D-Hop, they got another receiver. I forgot. With the 8th overall pick, the Atlanta Falcons select Cooper DeJean, cornerback. You know, make your defense as much better as possible. I could see them go get a weapon. They're not gonna get Brock Bowers. Give Kyle Pitts. Please give him his badge, please. With the 9th overall pick, the Chicago Bears select Brock Bowers. Just kidding. Kalis Fuga, offensive tackle, Oregon. See, at this point in the draft, number 9, when it gets to like these early mid positions, I really don't know like what teams are gonna do. Because teams just trade up, teams could trade down. It really just all depends. With the 10th overall pick, the New York Jets select Brock Bowers, tight end, Georgia. If you give Aaron Rodgers another elite weapon as Brock Bowers, they are going to be unstoppable. You could also go with the Dean Mitchell, wide receiver, Texas. He's definitely... I honestly consider Dean Mitchell and Brian Thomas, if you get them in like the late 1st round, you gotta steal. I could also see the Jets going for Troy Fadute or J.C. Latham, tackles, protect Aaron Rodgers after coming off his injury. With the 11th overall pick, the Minnesota Vikings select J.J. McCarthy, This is kind of a no-brainer. You are not sticking with Sam Darnold as your QB. With the 12th overall pick, the Denver Broncos select Bo Nix. You kind of flip-flop between Bo Nix and Michael Penix Jr. I personally like Michael Penix Jr. a little bit more than, what's his name? Bo Nix. With the 13th overall pick, the Las Vegas Raiders select Michael Penix Jr. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is no longer yeah, you kind of have no quarterback in Vegas, so you kind of need one to get a rookie in Michael Penix Jr. or Bo Nix at this point. I would rather Michael Penix, as you said. But anyway, with the 14th overall pick, the New Orleans Saints select Brian Thomas Jr., wide receiver, LSU. You could go with Donnie Mitchell here. Both elite wide receivers, especially in this part of the draft. Not bad. With the 15th overall pick, the Indianapolis Colts select Clean Mitchell, cornerback, Toledo. Again, another steal of a great player. I really don't have any film on him, so I really don't know what his talent is. But with the 16th overall pick, the Seattle Seahawks select Latu. I have no idea how you pronounce his name. Edge. Beef up your defense. It's not that bad. With the 17th overall pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars select tackle Troy Baktu. Protect Trevor Lawrence at this point. It's not that bad. With the 18th overall pick, the Cincinnati Bengals select Brian Murphy II. Defensive end. If Brock Bowers is not here at number 18, I think the Bengals take Brock Bowers. You beef up the defense. It really could go either ways. A tackle or defensive end, as a Bengals fan, either one of those is great. I would take Edge Turner, J.C. Latham. And speaking of J.C. Latham, with the 19th overall pick, they take him. Beef up your offensive line, protect Matty Stafford. With the 20th overall pick, the Pittsburgh Steelers select tackle. I have no idea how to pronounce his name. With the 21st overall pick, the Miami Dolphins select Xavier Newton, defensive end, Illinois. With the 22nd overall pick, the Philadelphia Eagles select Dallas Turner, edge, beef up your defense even better. It kind of ruins the Georgia thing with Bama. If you draft a Bama player and you don't get another Bulldog. With the 23rd overall pick, the Minnesota Vikings select edge, Jared Verse. At this point in the draft, I honestly am just going by down who's the best players and who I really think is the Nets guy who I think the teams are needing. If I get these wrong and I don't match what your team needs, I'm sorry. I really don't. I've done a lot of research on the late picks, only the top 15. Speaking of that, with the 24th overall pick, the Dallas Cowboys select Terron Arnold, cornerback, beef up your defense. You cannot go wrong. With the 25th overall pick, the Green Bay Packers select Armarius Mims, tackle, Georgia, protect Jordan Love. It's not that bad of a pick. With the 26th overall pick, it looks like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers need absolutely everything. And with that, you get tackle, Graham, Barton, Duke. Actually, no, I take that back. You go get Kool-Aid, McKinster out of Alabama. With the 27th overall pick, the Arizona Cardinals again select Nate Wiggins, cornerback, protect your boof up your defense. The Bills, they need a wide receiver badly. They go get a Donnie Mitchell unless the Chiefs somehow trade up to get one. 29th, you get Graham Barton, tackle, Duke, beef, protect Jared Goff. With the 30th overall pick, you could go get a wide receiver in Troy Franklin. That's not a bad pick. Ladd McConkey, also not a bad pick. But I got the Ravens selecting quarterback. Just kidding. Even though that would be funny as hell. You get Troy Franklin out of Oregon. Get another wide receiver because you got Zay Flowers. Give Lamar another With the 29th, they take Jackson Powers Johnson, center. And with the last pick, the reigning Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs, select Ladd McConkey, wide receiver, out of Georgia. Get a late first-round pick as a wide receiver. Give Mahomes another wide receiver. And also, give the season hell. This is my mock draft. This is absolutely wrong, and I know it. The like 15 round picks, I honestly just bullshitted. But again, we're just here to have fun. I'm gonna do one next week. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to do your own mock draft, I'll share the link in the description. Remember to not follow me on Twitter. Do not follow me on any social media. Just kidding. I'm gonna change it up a bit. Maybe follow me on social media. Remember, please like, please subscribe. It's absolutely free, and you can always change your mind later. I hate when YouTubers do that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.